Recently, Google announced new Performance Max features. Some of them have already been rolled out. Others are going to be available in 2025. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 important changes that are already here now, as well as 5 changes that are coming to Performance Max soon. Some of these updates were announced just a couple of days ago as I'm recording this video. I will also explain how you can use these new features to improve your Performance Max campaigns. But before we jump into the updates, if you're struggling with writing Google Ads headlines that grab people's attention and make them want to click on your ad, I made a list of my 10 irresistible Google Ads headlines that you can apply to your Performance Max campaigns as well. You can download the list for free by clicking the link in the description. Now, let's get into the Performance Max updates. First, asset level conversion metrics are finally available. When Performance Max was first launched, all we had was the asset performance ranking that Google assigned to assets, which was either best, good, or low. And we could also see top asset combinations, and that's how we used to optimize Performance Max campaigns. Now, Google is actually allowing us to add columns to asset performance table. You can add conversion value, and value per conversion. So finally, you can understand which images, which headlines and descriptions are actually converting in your Performance Max campaigns. However, keep in mind that assets with fewer conversions may still be helping you achieve your campaign goals. Basically, here are my tips. First of all, always add the maximum number of assets. Second, if you see underperforming assets that are ranked as low and getting no or low conversions, replace those assets and test new ones regularly. That's how you're going to get the most out of your asset groups. Change number 2 is asset group level reporting. As you probably know, Performance Max campaigns are organized into asset groups, kind of like are organized into ad groups. But in search campaigns, you can see performance at the ad group level with all of the metrics. In Performance Max, that wasn't the case. We had no idea which asset group was converting, which was spending. You actually had to run third-party scripts to figure this out. Now, when you go to your asset groups, click the table icon at the top right, then you'll be able to add columns. It's not just the conversion columns. You can add columns for costs, clicks, impressions, TTR, CPC, and others. Of course, including conversion value, cost per conversion, average order value, and so on. Now you can see which asset group is performing, and you can actually make a data-driven decision to pause underperforming asset groups and improve your campaign performance. Or maybe you will see that an asset group isn't spending, so you might have to take this asset group out and run it in a separate Performance Max campaign. In the past, you would not have been able to do that. Update number 3 is detailed search term reporting. Now, if you open your Performance, go to Insights and scroll down to search terms, you will see new. Until recently, all we had were these search categories, and they were broken down into search category groups, which gave you an idea of what search terms your Performance Max ads appeal for. Now, when you click View Detailed Report, you don't just see search category, you can actually see specific search terms. What's even better is that now you can frame or even compare periods. Originally, it was available only for the last 7 or 28 days, but now you can choose custom timeframes, which is amazing. I also found that exporting this data to Excel or CSV makes it much easier to work with. The point is, now you can see what search terms your ads are showing for, which is huge because this can inform your negative keyword strategy. When you export the data, you will see columns for search category, subcategory, and the specific search terms. Keep in mind, I've seen some overlap. Sometimes the same search terms appear in different search categories. So when you're doing your analysis, make sure to aggregate your data by search term. If you want me to make a video about how to do this in the future, drop a comment below. Update number 4 is campaign level negative keywords. This is something I haven't seen in any of the accounts I managed yet, but it's probably coming soon. It is currently impossible to add negative keywords to your Performance Max campaigns directly. Now, this isn't a huge deal for me personally because you can already now add negative keywords at the account level in your account settings. And you have brand exclusions feature in Performance Max as well, where you can exclude your ads from showing in searches that mention a specific brand. So if you want to make sure your negative keywords are being applied to your Performance Max campaigns as well, you should already be using account level negative keywords and brand exclusions. But soon, you'll be able to add negative keywords directly to your Performance Max campaigns, which opens up a few opportunities for more segmented strategies, but we won't get into that in this video. Update number 5 is a new impression share reporting. Here, Google is kind of vague and it's unclear exactly what they mean by new impression share reporting for text and shopping ads on search. You already now can go to your Performance Max Insights tab and see your impression share for search and shopping relative to your competitors if this data is available to you. But right now we don't know what ad exactly is getting visibility and impression share, not just how we're performing overall on search or shopping networks. So I'm assuming that's what the feature is going to be about. In my opinion, this is great because it will give us a better understanding of how competitive our ads are. So if your impression share is low, but your performance is strong, that might be a sign that you need to increase your budget or bids to capture more impressions. On the other hand, if your impression share is high but performance is weak, it could be a sign that you're overspending on ads that aren't working well. This new insight will help us optimize budget allocation more effectively. Next up, we have asset experiments. Google is now making it easier to test the effectiveness of adding new assets and using final URL expansion. You can test whether adding new images, videos, or text to product feed only campaign increases performance. This will be available in beta starting in November 2024. Additionally, you can now run experiments with final URL expansion, which automatically chooses the most relevant landing page from your website instead of the URL you've set. This could help drive stronger results by better matching the searcher's intent. This feature is moving from beta to general availability, so I recommend testing it to see if it works for your campaign goals. Update number 7 is all about video enhancements. Google is introducing new AI-powered tools that automatically create additional versions of your video ads to expand your reach on YouTube. These enhancements include flipping your video into different aspect ratios, ensuring key elements remain intact, so your ad fits across all YouTube formats, and shortening your video ads by selecting the most important moments, helping your target audience who prefer shorter content. All these AI-generated versions undergo a quality check before they go live, and what I like is that it looks like Google will give advertisers full control of this feature. You will be able to review and remove any enhanced versions that don't fit your brand or opt out of the feature altogether in campaign settings. Finally, Google is changing how Performance Max and standard shopping campaigns interact when they target the same products. Previously, Performance Max campaigns were prioritized over standard shopping campaigns, but starting in 2025, ad rank will determine which campaign serves when both ads are running simultaneously. This means that you now have more flexibility in running both campaign types side by side, giving you the opportunity to leverage the best performing campaigns without worrying about one automatically taking over the other. Personally, I'm really grateful that Google is listening to advertiser feedback because Performance Max, since it rolled out, really felt like a black box. Yes, Performance Max simplified running ads because it lets people advertise across all of Google's networks from a single campaign, but it was really limiting in terms of reporting and level of control that it gave. While these updates don't fundamentally change the way that Performance Max campaigns work, they give you an extra level of understanding about what exactly is working best in your campaign. And I think that's going to enhance our ability to optimize and get the most out of our campaigns. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.